I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network, and this just in a stunning upset victory for the Democrats. Democratic candidate and former TV anchor Donna Deegan has just defeated the Ron DeSantis-endorsed Republican candidate Daniel Davis, who is the CEO of the Jacksonville Chamber of Commerce, in the race for Jacksonville, Florida mayor. This makes Donna Deegan only the second Democrat to win a mayor's race in Jacksonville, Florida in 3 decades, and her opponent had outraised her 4-1. And this from the Tributary. They explain how this is a stunning upset victory in the Jacksonville mayor race. And Deegan, a Democrat, according to the article, campaigned on a promise to be a change maker, railing against the political consultant class, wink, wink, Ron DeSantis, that surrounded Daniel Davis, her opponent, who, as I mentioned, was the CEO of the Jacksonville Chamber of Commerce, and the current mayor, Lenny Curry. Davis was a former city council member and state representative and had been viewed as preparing for this mayor's race as the Republican candidate for about 8 years. And there was supposed to be this essentially fait accompli handoff from Republican Lenny Curry to Davis. And Davis raised a lot of money, over $8 million, and compare that to Deegan's $2.1 million. Some background on Deegan, as written in the Tributary. Deegan is a former First Coast news anchor and the founder of the Donna Foundation, a nonprofit funding breast cancer research and supporting families dealing with breast cancer. She becomes the first woman to make it to a mayoral runoff in Jacksonville history. Jacksonville is the most populous city in the country with a Republican mayor, and under the city's consolidated government, the mayor has extraordinary power that surpasses many of the other cities. And Davis's campaign, again, according to this article, prominently featured Davis standing side by side with Sheriff T.K. Waters, with Davis vowing to increase the number of police officers while cutting city budgets. And also, we should note that there were more Republican voters in this election than Democratic voters, showing that Republicans and independents crossed over to vote for the Democrat Deegan in this election. So that's pretty big. Deegan seemed to connect with the people, just talking about common sense and how to deliver actual results for the people. I want to show you, this is from the headquarters right now of Donna Deegan, as she's been told that she will go on to win this mayoral race. And as of this recording, leading with 168 precincts reporting. Here, just play this clip. And a huge amount of energy. This was a video that went viral during the campaign of someone, Pat Sams, who was supporting Deegan. I want to show you this. Play this clip.
Woo! Woo, woo, woo! Joyce Morgan, Donna Deegan, let's do this. Woo, woo! Make some noise. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Make some noise. Woo, woo! Fired up and ready to vote. We're fired up. We're ready to vote. Fired up and we're ready to vote. Let's do this. Woo! Donna Deegan. Yeah.
This was a great speech that Deegan had given, talking about that she's going to be a mayor that represents all of Jacksonville.
I think that Jacksonville has really suffered from having an administration that doesn't see this truly as one city, which is ironic because that was always the theme, right? One Jacksonville. We have not had a city that's had really a cheerleader for everybody. We haven't had somebody who's been a visionary. We certainly haven't had somebody who's been a builder. We need somebody who has in their life, and this is what I believe is my strength, can excite people around a vision, can get people excited and coalesced around a vision for our city that includes all of us, includes all of Duval, and not just a handful of folks that always seem to get every single perk that we have in this city.
And I really thought that this clip was great as well, with Deegan talking about, look, we can't become cynical. We can't have apathy prevent us from going to vote. We need to be optimistic. We can't let these Republicans try to crush our morale and just make us think that there is no hope. Here, watch this clip.
Our biggest opponent in this race is not anybody I'm running against. It is apathy. It is cynicism that this system can't work for me, that I don't trust anybody who would run for office. Why does it matter to me? Why would I bother? As long as we allow people to make us feel that way, we are never going to get that boulder over the hill. And we have the best opportunity to change this city for good that we have had in a long time. We have the numbers. We are winning over every demographic group and with nonpartisan affiliates as well, which is going to be key to this race. But we have to have you go back to your homes and your neighborhoods and tell everybody you know, you've got to vote.
Folks, there is a sense of momentum in the Democratic Party across the country. And I think it's so important that we cover not just what's going on at the federal level, which we do here on the MeidasTouch network, and not just, what's going on in Washington, but like what's going on in cities like Jacksonville, what's going on there. And, I view this as Governor Ron DeSantis is out there doing whatever the heck this is in Iowa.
That was nice. How much is that worth?
And as DeSantis doesn't even have the spine, as Donald Trump is attacking him, to say that Donald Trump lost the 2020 election. Like, that's all they talk about, is how the 2020 election was rigged. Here, play this.
You said during an event in Iowa over the weekend that the GOP needs to reject a culture of losing. Do you acknowledge that Trump lost and there wasn't all this fraud that he talks about?
Well, I look at the last however many election cycles. 2018, we lost the House. We lost the Senate. 2020, Biden becomes president. We lost the Senate in 2020. Biden becomes president and has done a huge amount of damage. Very unpopular in 2022. And we were supposed to have this big red wave. And other than like Florida and Iowa, I didn't see a red wave across this country. And so I think the party has developed a culture of losing. I think that there's not accountability. And I think in Florida, we really showed what it takes to not just win big, and then deliver big. And ultimately, when you're doing all this, what results are you producing for people? That's really what matters. You can sit there and talk about cable news, social media, all these other things that people are fixated on. And for me, it's like, okay, what's that true north? You obviously got to win, otherwise you don't get a ticket to the dance. But once you do that, how are you going to be able to actually bring about big change to make people's lives better? Next.
So as that nonsense is happening, what are Democrats doing? Rolling up their sleeves, forming a coalition that is a pro-democracy coalition that delivers for the people. While Ron DeSantis is talking about how woke gets him upset and all this weird stuff, Democrats and fascist stuff, Democrats are talking about jobs. Democrats are talking about opportunity. Democrats are talking about health care. Democrats are talking about education. Democrats are talking about our veterans and our military. And Democrats are talking about how we can deliver results for people. And that's what the Deegan campaign was all about. So congratulations to Democrat Donna Deegan, the first Democratic mayor in Jacksonville in 3 decades. Very, very, very impressive. victory and lots of momentum for the Democrats. Until next time, I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Have a great day. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch, and wherever you get podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast as well. Have a great day.
Love this video? Then you'll love the MeidasTouch podcast. Listen as my brothers and I break down the latest news and chat with top political leaders on the fastest growing pro-democracy podcast in the world. New episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday. Add the MeidasTouch podcast right now wherever you listen to your podcasts.